It's a right Cyclone 1350. Gross weight with full fuel and full ordnance is 8,200 pounds. The SNJ can do 120, actually about 220, cruise about 170. This would be max speed of 332. Not quite as fast as the Mustang or the Corsair, but pretty good to enter the war with. It can climb at about 3,000 feet per minute at cruise speed 164 miles an hour. Service ceiling's 34,700 feet. North up in Long Island in New York. That's where this one was built. Because Grumman was focusing on building the Hellcat, the next model up, over 5,000 of these were built by General Motors. So instead of an F4F, that would be the Grumman designation, this is an FM2. M stands for F for fighter, M for General Motors. Kevin's waggling his wings, the ailerons, rudders, making sure his flight controls are loose and clear. Remember, these wings fold for carrier operations to take up less space. So once we spread the wings, we want to make sure all the flight controls are working correctly and operating. This aircraft normally would have a tail hook. Because we do not land aboard carrier, nor do we do arrested wire landings here on our grass field, it has been removed on this aircraft. What you saw Dave doing, he was securing the compartment for the wing fold mechanism before Kevin goes flying. We always put safety eyes on these aircraft all the way around. Hey, Kevin's going to back taxi to runway 29. As I said, this aircraft was built by General Motors Corporation since they could not build automobiles, any war effort that they could do. Not only did they do it on Long Island, but they also did it in Linden, in Trenton, and Bloomfield, New Jersey, as well as Baltimore, Maryland. The maneuvers that Kevin are doing right now looks very tight, but if you were dodging and in the middle of a dogfight, you'd be yanking and banking even harder, faster, tighter than what you're seeing demonstrated here. It's a great demonstration of the turning radius of the Wildcat. That was less than a 500-foot diameter 360. Identical to an F4U Corsair. Next to it is a TBM Avenger, that's a torpedo bomber. It's about the same speed as the Wildcat. You can see how large that is, carrying a 2,000-pound torpedo. That's about 13 feet long. The dark blue one, the third one over, is our 84 Skyraider. It was designed during World War II. It can carry more bomb load than a B-17 or a B-24, but it did not become operational in time to sea service in World War II. It was a frontline attack aircraft for the Navy and the Air Force through the Korean conflict, all the way into Vietnam conflict. All the aircraft you see out in our flight line are operational and do fly on a regular basis. The one but if you were dodging and in the middle of a dogfight, he'd be yanking and banking even harder, faster, tighter than what you're seeing demonstrated here. The Wildcat covered the campaign down in the Philippines with distinction, working off the Jeep carriers in close air support, combat air patrols over the invasion beaches in the Philippines, as well as against the surface fleet of the Imperial Japanese Navy during the Battle of Samar. Our top scoring F-2 squadron, BC-27, was credited with shooting down 62.5 Japanese aircraft in 4 months' time period during the Battle of Samar. That is part of this model aircraft, the SCJ-2, is only one of 61 of this model built before they built the SCJ-3 and the standard SCJ-4. Some other air shows, you see these type of aircraft, such as the Red Barons, the SFJs, T6 Gangsters.